34 seconds to go. And if the Jackets can stop them, then they'll get the ball back and have an opportunity to win the ball game. So much emphasis is put on defense in general, and here it comes down to defense at the end of the game. Good field position for the Tigers, but it doesn't matter if they're at their own 10 or at their own 50. If they go for a 4-minute drive, it's over. They give it to Rose. Rose gets hit, breaks the tackle, cuts to the outside, and they knock him out of bounds. No, he didn't get out of bounds. The clock is still running. As Ed Bash stepped up and made the tackle. Nice job by Bash. He tried to force Rose out of bounds, but Rose went down before it could be thrown out. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the Jacket 45. Time winding down, 4.5 minutes to go. Rose and Rada in the backfield, the R&R brothers. Gives to Rose, and he's hit immediately by Al Santamaria, but he drags Santamaria forward for 2 yards. A hard run by Rose. And it's going to be 3rd and 5. And it's a 4-minute warning. 4 minutes to go here in the game. Jackets once again have all 3 timeouts remaining. Ball's at their own, the Jacket 45. It's 3rd and 4. We'll see what Carl Ferraro has up his sleeve. All day long on situations like this, they've run it to Rada outside. The Jackets have had trouble containing Rada outside. He's too speedy. Now they go with a bone formation, or an I formation. The pitch is to Rada outside. And he's going to come close to the first down. I think he picked it up. And indeed, no signal yet. No signal on whether or not he picked it up. It's going to be very close. They're giving a spot right by the chain. And first down for the Tigers. So it's coming down to this. The Jackets have to put up a 3 and out right now. There's 3:41 on the clock. Ball on the Jacket 40. Once again, Rose and Rada in the backfield. And Jones gives it to Rose up the middle. He's hit immediately by Santamaria and Russack, and Coach Vaccaro calls a timeout with 3:33 to go, stopping the clock. What the Jackets want to do here, they want to call, ideally, they'll use all 3 timeouts, and Pawling will keep the ball on the ground. The reason ideally they use all 3 timeouts is they use one there on first down. Second down, hopefully the Tigers come up short. They use the second one. Third down, hopefully they come up short. They use the last one, and then the Jackets will get the ball back. That's if they can hold it. Your score is 24-21 with 3:33 remaining. Some fog is actually settled over the stadium a little bit, over the field of play above the lights. Zach Barnett eagerly looking on from the sideline. No doubt in my mind that if the Jackets get the ball back, he could be a big factor. They could look for him long on the fade. You saw they hit him earlier on that for a 45-yard touchdown. But it comes down to this, folks. It'll be 2nd and 9, man in motion. And it's the counter to Raider. Raider breaking tackles left and right. Is pounded down by a host of Yellow Jackets. And there it is. They called the timeout again. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Jason Nealon now is down on the ground. He looks to be a little nicked up on that play. I think he's holding his hand. And it's going to be a referee timeout. Well, Jackets call timeout as well. But actually on that play, they ruled that Raider was stopped all the way back at the 40-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 8, and the Jackets have an opportunity to get the ball back. Once again, Jason Nealon, the Jacket, down on the ground. We can't see what's wrong up here, but he's being attended to by Coach Russack and a team doctor. And now Jason gets, he's getting back up on his feet, or sits up. Now he slowly gets back on his feet, and he's walking off under his own power. He's holding his wrist, I believe it is. Probably just got banged up a little bit on the play. Of course, Jason, a big guy, he's one of the tackles on defense. It's going to hurt to have him out for this play. So your defensive line now is Tony Vithiathil, Charles Delanoy, Rob Russack, and Sean Ashman. And the linebackers are Santa Maria Titus. Flaherty checks in. Joe Flaherty is the man that came in. And Ed Bash. So Flaherty playing the left outside LB. This is a big play. 3rd and 9. Jones, and he's back to pass, under pressure, and the ball comes loose. The ball's loose, all the way back to the 40-yard line. Alvaro Santamaria coming up on the stop. And Jones with the heads-up play had the ball gotten away from Jones. Alvaro Santamaria could have went all the way. This one is coming down to the wire, folks. It's going to be 4th and 25. Hold on, let me count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 4th and 30, folks. 4th and 30. And Alvaro Santamaria getting the crowd up, screaming to them, jumping up and down. Back to receive the kick. Chris Skrelly, number 2. And Zach Barnett, number 88. To give you an idea of how long he is on 4th down, they're receiving the kick before, and a terrible kick. And it takes a bounce in favor of the Tigers out of bounds. Down to the Jacket 28. But Skrelly and Barnett were actually waiting to receive the ball in front of where the first down markers would be. So a huge loss of 15 on the play. Excuse me, a loss of 20 on the play as the ball came loose. And the Jackets now have an opportunity to come back and win. Chris Urban now checks into the game. Chris Urban, the sophomore, a kid who shows a lot of talent for the future. He's going to be a big kid. He does a lot of lifting in the weight room. And comes in playing offensive guard. And Skrelly back to pass. 5-yard stop to Barnett. Incomplete. And Barnett gets rammed into the ground. So Coach Vaccaro went for the 5-yard stop immediately. 2:36 to go. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Jackets. This is what high school football is all about. Can you imagine being a senior right now? You've worked your heart out the whole year and even for a number of years, and it's the final game at a bowl game, the first bowl game for the Yellow Jackets in their modern history, is coming down to the final minutes. Your final career as a football player is. Skrelly set, and he's back to pass, running right, fires, complete to Bash. Bash picks up the first down and more. All the way down to the 37-yard line. Ed Bash has done a wonderful job all day long, coming up big, making the catches when he has to.
Good for Hastings, first down, 1st and 10. From their own
The Jackets moving the football to the 37. David Cooperman doing a fantastic job here on the camera work. I'm going solo. Zach Barnett with the hand split out to the right. And Skrelly back to pass. He's looking long. He fires to Bash. Complete! It was deflected by Pete Rosenstein, who tried to make the catch, and effectively it went to Ed Bash's hands. The Jackets are moving the football. They ran the waggle. They're up to midfield. Remember, Paul Titus able to kick a 40-yard field goal. There's no 2-minute warning in football. The clock momentarily stopped for the first down. There's a $1:50 to go on the clock. Time winding down. Joe Flaherty checks in as Zach Barnett comes out. Flaherty flankered to the right. Ashman in the backfield. And they running up the middle. Ashman breaking a tackle, pounding his way forward down to the 35-yard line. The bull lowered his horns. He dug those feet into the ground all the way to the 35. 15 yards by Sean Ashman. A fantastic run. 1:30 to go on the clock. This one's going down to the wire. It does not get more exciting than this. This is by far the most exciting high school football game I've ever seen in my entire life. To the 35. Split out right Barnett. And Skrelly back to pass. Fires to Barnett. Complete. And they pitch it out. Barron. 10. 5. Touchdown! Yellow Jackets! They're going crazy! They're going crazy! The Yellow Jackets jumping up and down! Can you believe it? Can you believe it? They're going absolutely nuts! A minute showing on the clock! A minute showing on the clock! Coach McCarroll puts his finger in the air for one! Can you believe it? The Jackets are going nuts on the field goal. The Jackets have taken the lead with 1:09 to go. They ran the shenanigan play. A timeout now called. Timeout called by head coach Joe Vaccaro. What they did, they ran the old shenanigan play. Skrelly went back to pass. He fired it. He fired it to Zach Barnett, who made the catch and flipped it to Josh Barron, who went in for his 4th touchdown of the year. I believe it's number 4. We'll have to check that. But Josh Barron sped his way. I've never seen lightning go that fast. He wasn't just the C in the equals MC squared. He was the C squared. Josh Barron flew into the end zone. That was the play, the same play they worked on earlier in the game, where they threw it to Barnett. He made the catch. He flipped it. And he went for a fumble. The Jackets did recover. But the story of the game, 28-24, the Jackets have come back in the last moments. A minute to go. However, don't hold your horses, because the Tigers will get the ball back. Now, if the Jackets can manage to put the 2-point conversion in, that means if the Tigers score a touchdown and fail on a 2-point conversion, it's tied. Skrelly back to pass, rolls out, flips it to Bash. Incomplete. Incomplete. And what that does, with 1:09 left, the Pawling Tigers will get the ball back and have an opportunity to win the ball game. What a call by head coach Joe Vaccaro. After picking up the first down, it was 1st and 10. They fire it to Barnett, who's been stellar all day. Chris Skrelly, this is the best game he's had throwing his entire career. He's been so accurate. And Josh Barron, all he had to do was run 30 yards in 3 seconds, and that's what he did. Pawling has to be so flat right now. Absolutely devastated, even though it's not over. But with 1 minute to go in the Laura Lee Bowl, the Jackets have taken the lead. Officially a 70-yard, 8-play drive in which the Jackets marched down the field with a 2-minute and 32-second drive. And the crowd here is going absolutely wild. The crowd split 50-50 in Tiger fans and Jacket fans. Paul Titus set to kick off. And this is big because this is going to determine... It's going to determine whether or not the Tigers have the ball in good field position. Remember, Raider ran one all the way back before. Titus absolutely nails one. He's got adrenaline in him. Fielded by Raider at the 10. Raider running up the middle. Cuts it back left. He's got some room. Raider gets to the outside. He cuts it back inside. And he's brought down by Ed Bash at the 40-yard line. And for a minute, some Jacket fans stopped there. Heart stopped there. And speaking of a minute, there's a minute to go. It's a 4-point deficit. And the underdog Pawling Tigers have a chance to come back and win the game. Crowd on one side chanting defense, the other side chanting offense. Ball is on the Tigers 42. So they have 58 yards to go to glory. The Jackets have already done their part to go to glory. Jones, he's going to go back to pass. Jones fires it long. He's got a man. Intercepted by Josh Barron. Barron returning it. And he cuts it inside. Can you believe it? Josh Barron comes up huge. They're going crazy on the sideline. The Jackets have the ball back at midfield with 50 seconds to go. 50-yard line. They're going crazy on the sidelines. Barnett sends it in. And remember, the Pawling Tigers burned 2 timeouts. They're hugging on the sideline. And they're going in. Ashman in the backfield. Looks like they'll do the kneel play. 50 seconds to go. It looks like the Jackets will win the Laura Lee. An amazing comeback. It was 24-14 going into the half. Skrelly downs the ball as the Tigers jump for it. It'll be second down. The clock is winding down. "38 seconds to go. The crowd continues to chant. All that has to happen is a clean give to Skrelly. Skrelly looks at the clock. You gotta love it. And he downs it. 20 seconds to go. 18. The clock winding down. That's going to be the last play of their careers. 10 seconds. 9. 7 to go. The clock is down. Delanoy down to his knees. 3, 2, 1. The Jackets win the ball game. The Jackets win the ball game. The Jackets win the ball game. They're going crazy. They're going crazy. The Jackets have won the Laura Lee. And the seniors go out in a boom. The final score, 28-14. Even Coach McCarroll has a smile on his face. They're jumping up and down. Can you believe it? A 10-point comeback. And they have to be on the biggest high in the world. Coaches hugging. Players hugging. Coaches hugging players. And just an utter look of disappointment on the sideline of the Pawling Tigers. You got to feel for the Tigers. It's got to be so painful to be a senior right now. But the Jackets are at the antithesis of that feeling. Still jumping up and down. They can't believe it themselves. A 10-point comeback. They went into the third quarter down 10. And they go out hugging like gentlemen. The two teams hugging each other. Skrelly hugs Jones, shaking hands. Excellent sportsmanship after the game. A fine executed game. And in the end, an incredible finish. The Jackets didn't get the miracle victory last week. They come up with it today as they can raise their helmets high in the air. Champions of the Laura Lee. Even Dave Maggiato hopping up and down on his bum foot. We will be back with the interview with Coach Vaccaro. We'll have that after the celebration. But the Jackets gang together at center field. It's going to be a happy 30-minute bus ride home for one of these teams. Now they line up. They're going to have the most valuable lineman of the game and the most valuable back of the game. There were some milestones set in this game. Both Phil Rada and Jeremy Rose went over 1,000 yards. The Jackets finish up their season with their second win over the Pawling Tigers. They finish up 7-2 while the Tigers move to 6-3. Now they're lining up. They can have the presentation. MVPs. Coach Vaccaro now, he went through all of his players, giving him hugs, tapping him on the shoulders. Pads, a great job all around. And now the players converge. Josh Barron came up with his third interception of the year. Happened to be the biggest one of the year as well. And they clap the most valuable back. It looks to be Phil Rada. Rada had an outstanding game in the losing effort. And Alvaro Santa Maria gets the most valuable lineman. He did a fantastic job opening holes up and came up through in the backfield. As a linebacker. Came up big. The crowd's still on their feet here in utter shock and the outcome of this game. Just a fantastic game. And the Jackets raise above their heads the Laura Lee Championship trophy. The Jackets get the plaque to bring home to Hastings High School. Third place here in Section 1 Class D. They raise their helmets and walk off the field. We'll be back with an interview with Coach Vaccaro. Hi, I'm Charles Berger. I'm here with Sean Ashman, the sophomore fullback. First of all, Sean, congratulations. Hell of a game. Now, how do you feel? The season's over, but after a win like that?
The season's just good. It's just awesome. This is the best year I've ever been on a team that's done this great.
That's great. Can you describe the feeling when Barron got the ball and he sped in the 30 yards?
Which one? The
last
hook and ladder?
one for
Hook and ladder? That coach was reviewing that play over and over and over, but no one could get it right. But we did it right here, and something happened. I don't know. It just ran for that touchdown.
That's where it counts, too. The football gods were on your side. Hell of a game, Sean.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Hi, I'm now here with Josh Barron. Josh, one of the stars of this game, and one of the stars on the team. You came out last year, was your first year on the team, and you had an outstanding year. And then this year you stepped up, you really developed your skills, became one of the studs on his team. Can you talk about how it feels to win the Laura Lee Championship now?
This is the greatest feeling I've ever had in my life. I mean, I'm a senior now. This was my last game ever. I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to play football in college. And to come out and have the game-winning touchdown and then end their season by having the interception I still don't know what to say. I mean, this is not really going to hit me till like tomorrow morning when I'm just like, wow, we fucking won. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Now, the question that goes through everyone's mind is when Coach calls the hook and ladder and you hear Skrelly say those words out in the huddle, what's going through your head?
Just catch the ball. Just catch it. Just get it to Zach. Zach pitches it to me. Just catch the ball. That's it. I don't know what else to say. Thanks, Burger, but, oh, man, this is the greatest feeling of my life.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks a lot, Burger.
Take care.
Yeah, you too. In the shot.
I'm here now with defensive back Tom Fitzgerald. Tom, it was a great year for you. You started at defensive back in the secondary. How does it feel to culminate the year with a win like this?
It feels so great. I mean, a lot of us are disappointed we didn't get to play in Mount Vernon, but it feels just great winning this game. We came out, it was a great game, close all the way, and just we wanted it more, and we stepped it up and got the win.
What was the feeling like coming into the game? Did you feel like you had this, like you were going to win the championship?
I mean, in the beginning, a lot of people weren't fired up because it was like the end, it was like the last game. It didn't really mean anything, but as it got closer, everyone got fired up and everyone played hard.
Great. Well, congratulations. Good luck next year.
Thanks a lot.
I'm now here with Coach Joe Vaccaro. First of all, Coach, congratulations on an outstanding win.
Thanks a lot, Charlie. It was a great high school football game. Both teams played real hard, and we didn't quit, so we were there in the end.
What was it like going into the second half, or during the second half break? You're down by 10 points. What do you say to your team?
Well, we challenged the kids. We thought that they were playing harder than we were, and one thing we always want to do is we want to play hard. And if you play hard, good things happen. So we challenged the kids at halftime to step it up, and regardless of what happened, the outcome of the game, just to play hard and and play better. Those two things, play hard and play better, and the kids accepted the challenge. We had a good drive to open the second half. We got the interception. They had the real long drive, but we dug in and held on, and we had two nice drives at the end of the game to win the game.
How does it feel to culminate the season with a victory like this? You get the Laura Lee Championship.
Well, it's anytime you win a game in football, it's awesome, and win the last game of the season is always a tremendous accomplishment, and winning in a bowl game, which is first time for Hastings, it's great. I can't really describe the feeling.
Well, congratulations once again. Good luck next season.
Thanks a lot, Charlie.
All right. I'm Charles Berger for David Cooperman, the cameraman. Take care. We'll see you next time on WHOH. Your final score here, 28-24 in favor of the Yellow Jackets.
Eyes.